Good Sunday morning. I'm John Doman. Coming up,
some of the region's success against COVID-19. I'm Dick Iuliano.
Is one season worse than another when it comes to the spread of COVID? I'm Mike Murillo.
Prince George's County leaders on the impact of a grant to process backlogged rape kits. I'm Megan Flaherty.
6 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Dell Small Business.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. The battle against COVID becomes a race against time.
Despite the race to vaccinate, there's concern about new infections. Over the last 8 weeks, those numbers are relatively steady and not falling significantly.
Overall, we're fairly flat, but we're flat with 60,000 new cases a day. We're flat with 700 deaths a day.
The push now? Get vaccines into areas with the greatest demand.
CBS's Danya Backus in California. Reporter Heather Jansen reports on attempts to reach minority populations.
In Sacramento County, only 6% of those vaccinated are black, and among the area's Latinx community, about 10%. But every race sits significantly below the white population. Sacramento Councilmember Mai Vang coordinating weekly clinics to try and counter the stats.
We can have the supply, but if we don't have the infrastructure that has the trusted messengers on the ground to do this work, we're going to have some struggle.
More than 32 million U.S. COVID cases now. The mayor of Elizabeth City, North Carolina, says she wants to release the body cam footage from 7 officers involved in last week's fatal shooting of a black man.
Our council has solicited it. If denied, the request is to be forwarded to the district attorney's office as well as to Superior Court.
Witnesses say Andrew Brown Jr. was shot as he drove away. In neighboring Virginia, a 32-year-old black man is in intensive care after being shot several times by a sheriff's deputy.
The first time you see Isaiah Brown in this body cam footage, he's already been shot.
Show me your hands now!
Multiple times by a Spotsylvania County Sheriff's deputy.
Drop the gun!
The Browns' family lawyer says he was actually holding a cordless home phone and talking to 911 when the deputy fires 7 shots.
The deputy immediately rendered life-saving first aid.
Several gunshots to the abdomen, performing life-saving measures.
Spotsylvania Sheriff Roger Harris saying the deputy is on administrative leave and the Virginia State Police are investigating the shooting.
WTVR-TV's Jake Burns. Joe Biden has become the first U.S. president to call Turkish atrocities against Armenians a century ago genocide. Here's CBS's Adriana Diaz.
It happened in a statement. Mr. Biden didn't make any comments as he left the White House on his way to Delaware. In Los Angeles, Armenian Americans turned out to celebrate and remember. Turkey denounced the declaration, maintaining the violence was part of clashes during World War I.
More than 1.5 million Armenians died in those clashes. In Baghdad, a fire sparked by an oxygen tank explosions engulfed a hospital treating COVID patients. 82 reported dead. This is CBS News.
Dell Technologies advisors listen to your small business needs so they can provide you with tailored solutions powered by Intel vPro platform. Call today, 877-ASK-DELL.
6:03 on Sunday, April 25th. 48 degrees, some light rain sticking around in spots, going to the upper 60s today. Good morning, I'm John Aaron. The top local stories we're following this hour. Maryland is reporting some positive results in its battle against COVID. And there's encouraging news about the region as a whole, too.
Maryland Governor Larry Hogan is pointing to an analysis that shows the state has the lowest COVID transmission rate in the country. The Center for Mathematical Modeling cites Maryland as the only state right now with a decreasing rate of spread. A different regional analysis recently released by the district found that D.C., Maryland, and Virginia's efforts to mitigate COVID spread during the fall and winter surge helped the region register fewer cases and deaths than much of the United States. Dick Iuliano, WTOP News.
Just like there's a flu season, could we see a worse time of the year for the spread of COVID-19? One expert doesn't think so.
I don't expect we're going to see a lot of weather being a real game changer here in terms of spread.
Dr. Brian Garibaldi, director of the Johns Hopkins Biocontainment Unit, says this is evidenced by what is being seen during the warm months in India.
India right now, obviously, is in the middle of their worst surge during the pandemic.
He says early hopes that we get a break in spring or summer didn't come to be. He believes population movement is the big driver for cases. That's why he says COVID guidelines, vaccines, and contact tracing are key in this battle. Mike Murillo, WTOP News.
A somber plaque has been placed at the entrance of the Columbus School of Law at Catholic University for the son of federal judge Esther Salas. Judge Salas's son, Daniel Anderl, was gunned down in his family's New Jersey home last July by a man disguised in a delivery uniform hoping to target the judge. She spoke to NBC4.
To lose my son this way and for us not to do something is a problem. It's a mistake.
Daniel Anderl was a Catholic University student who planned to pursue a career in law. The Daniel Anderl Act has been signed into law by New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy. It protects the home addresses and telephone numbers of judges, prosecutors, and law enforcement officers from public disclosure. Police are searching for a white commercial van after a deadly hit and run. It happened Friday night at around 10:20 on Southern Avenue Southeast in the area of 9th Street. D.C. police say 51-year-old James Turner of Southeast was struck as he sat in the roadway, and the van did not stay at the scene. Anyone with information is asked to call police. A white Virginia state trooper seen in a viral video recorded by a black driver during a traffic stop is off the force.
Sir,
you have gotten on my last nerve.
My hands are up on camera.
All right?
I'm in no threat.
You're going to get your whooped in front of Lord and all creation. I'm going to give you one more chance.
Charles Hewitt can be heard cursing at Derek Thompson of Woodbridge and threatening him before yanking him out of the car by his neck. The traffic stop happened in 2019 on the Beltway in Fairfax County over an expired inspection decal. Thompson sued, and the lawsuit was settled this month for $20,000 with no admission of wrongdoing by the state. Thompson's lawyer says he learned during the settlement of the suit that Hewitt was fired for cause in February. State police confirm he's no longer with the agency. Thompson pleaded guilty to misdemeanor obstruction of justice last year. Coming up, a new push to process evidence from crimes that's decades old in some cases. It's 6:06.
Oh, what's that? The sound of your dream home getting snatched up by someone else. Oof, it's a hot market out there. You know, Redfin agents can get you into homes the same day, so you can tour a home fast, like cheetah driving a sports car fast. We'll match you with a local Redfin agent who will guide you at every step, so you can be the first to. Your dream home. On-demand home tours from Redfin. That's real estate done right. Tour subject to property and agent availability. Virginia Office Falls Church, VA, 844-759-7732.
Hear that? That's the sound of a family of 4, all working away on their devices. See, with Xfinity Internet, they now get Wi-Fi speed faster than a gig to handle all the homework, work, and streaming they throw at it. So no more arguments over who's hogging the Wi-Fi. Oh, my bad. Xfinity delivers faster Wi-Fi speed to handle a house full of devices. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about our latest breakthrough, gig speed Wi-Fi.